12 and verse 28. The way of righteousness is life, and the pathway thereof is no death, man. And when the pathway thereof there is no death, man. So the way of righteousness is life, man, and in the pathway thereof is no death, man. That's why the righteous man. What's that scripture? Roughly paraphrasing. We stand in boldness in the faces such as that as have afflicted us, man. And that's the elect, really, because on the elect they're gonna be striving for righteousness, man. Because to be righteous, you have to be able to humble yourself, and you gotta hate your life unto death, man. You know, you gotta serve the Lord unto death, man. Let's see. I go up to 26, man. Actually, let me go up a little bit more, man. Let's see. Oh, sorry, 23. It says, "A prudent man concealeth knowledge, but the heart of the fools proclaimeth foolishness. The hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. Heaviness is in the heart of man, maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad," man. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them. So yeah, we're surrounded by bullshit, man. The slothful man roasteth not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious, man. Just like Esau, bitch ass, man. He didn't roast shit, man. You see? You don't want to take on the traits of the man who's pretty much marked for death, man. Who is marked for death, man. Okay? Because spiritually, if you're slothful, you're basically eating red pottage, man. Spiritually, man. Let me get it back, man. It says verse 27, Proverbs 12:27. The slothful man roasteth not that which he took in hunting, but the substance of a diligent man is precious, man. So you taking time, man. You putting herbs and spices into it, man. Bringing it to the plate, man. And guess who's gonna eat it up? Guess who's gonna cook it up, man? Guess who you learn? Guess who taught you the recipe, man? Sophia, man. But if you ain't doing what you gotta do, man, then you a slothful man, man. You ain't got no fucking. You don't know the recipe, so you just gonna eat it as it is, man. You ain't even gonna cook that shit, man. And who has those traits, man? Esau, man. But guess what? The wicked on the left hand side, they putting in work, man. They ready to fucking go ham on you, man. But spiritually, you know, a slothful man is basically you're basically fucking eating red pottage, man, through the spirit, man. Because you're not taking the time to put in the work to the food, man. You just basically trying to take it raw, man. But let's just fucking let's keep going, man. Let's see, man. Let's get this, man. Because you gotta know. Let's see. You gotta know what you're getting into, man. So let's get it. Matthew 5:10, man. It says, "Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, man, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, man. Blessed are ye which men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake, man. Rejoice, and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you, man." Con. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted, man? Is it thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men, man? So we're the salt of the earth, man. It says, but if the salt have lost its savor, then it's good for nothing, man. So if we don't do our jobs, man, then we're just basically good for nothing, man. Because you were created to do one thing, man. Like, it's in your DNA, especially if you're a prophet or a man of the Lord, man. It's in your DNA to just prophesy, man. You ain't got a choice, man. And it's your goodly pleasure to do so. But in reality, you ain't got a choice, man. You're going to do it one way or the other, man. Whether you got to get swallowed up by a fish or whatever, man. And you the salt, man. And only the salt is basically going to put in the work to season his meat right, man. Otherwise, you're just going to eat that shit raw, man. And if you're a slothful man, then you really ain't a man of the Lord to begin with, man. So let's get it, man. Let's see. Let's go up, man. This whole chapter is good, man. Let me start at 3, man. It says, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, of YAHAWASHI, of heaven, man. Of heaven, man. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven, man. You see? So the poor in spirit is the ones you feed, man. You feed the poor in spirit, man. You don't worry about the rich and the wealthy of this world, man. The ones you take care of, the ones that are already taken care of, man. You worry about the sheep that have nothing, man. The ones that need to come back, man. But the ones that are found, we worry about the ones that are poor in spirit, which are us, man. You see what I'm saying? The men that sigh and cry for the abominations done thereof in this place, man. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted, man. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth, man. That's who you're worried about, man, because those men that you edify, which is beautiful because the Lord put you around them, man. All you gotta do is just do the work, man. It'll spill out, man. You're a fountain, man. It's living water, man. You ain't gotta do nothing but let it pour out into the rest of the body, man. For real. Do what you gotta do, man. And don't do this for the wrong reason, man. Do it for the Lord's sake, man. Everything you do should be doing for the Lord's sake, man. And it should be your goodly pleasure to do so, man. And those are the ones you want to feed, man. Because when you feed them, you get a spiritual reward, man. You don't get a carnal reward. Okay? Let's keep going, man. And I always get this pretty much every time I do this, man. Proverbs 9 and 10, man. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Okay? So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, man. If you fear the Lord, you won't fear death, man. I mean, okay, you'll fear your flesh may fear the pain of death, man, but you understand if you're humble what you might have to endure, man. And you'll take it cheerfully, man. Because you're doing it for a purpose, man. Because you know the reason why. Because you know that you're doing it and you're serving the Lord, man. Essentially, you're just trying to check up out of here with brownie points, really. That's all we're trying to do, man. If we get taken out, like, okay, hopefully, I'll check up out of here with some brownie points, so to speak. By brownie points, I mean basically just good enough service for the Lord to be like, okay, good job, If you come out of here with nothing, man, it's fuck, man. You're gonna be scared as shit to die, bro. You're gonna be like, oh fuck, I don't know, the Lord gonna fuck me up, man. Might yell at me. Who fuck knows, man? It's fucking. You just want to make sure you're on the Lord's good side, so to speak, man. You want to be straddling the fence, man. You could be lukewarm, hot, or cold, man. You really only got one choice. You only could be really hot, bro, because if you fucking cold, you're on the other side, man. If you lukewarm or you straddling the fence, you don't want to be on the fence because the fence got fucking barbed wire, bro. So you only could be hot, bro. There's no other choice but to be hot, bro. And you definitely don't want to be prideful. I'm gonna get this real quick, man. I'm gonna start at Proverbs 16 and 16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather than be chosen than silver, man? The highway of the upright is to depart from evil, man. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul, man. So this is that narrow path, man. And it's evil on all sides, man. The valley of the shadow of death, man. But it's a small and narrow path, man, to this truth, man. Because our history Got thorns and fucking rose bushes and shit, and fucking coyotes and shit, bro. We got a real hard time getting to the point we are because we constantly fucking up because it's fucking our people are hard headed as shit, bro. So if you see a yellow brick road, you run away from that bitch, man, because it ain't nothing at the end of it but a fucking concentration camp and RFID chip, bro. Let's keep going, bro. Yeah, man.